2020, the year without FNAF. Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back. It's me Incognito AR, and today once again we will talk about Five Nights at Freddy. Now, in case the video title didn't age well, and somehow Scott trolling us again by releasing Security Breach early on this year, just so you know, the script are written beforehand, and although I'm pretty sure the game would be released this year, so within these rare occasions, I think it will be interesting to discussing about it all a little bit. If you're wondering what the heck the title is supposed to mean, well then I'm just gonna remind you that for a year, 365 day or so to be exact, that there was no official FNAF game to be released, not a single game title. Of course, we still got FNAF Air special delivery to spend our time this year, but it's an ongoing game and doesn't count as 2020 release. Usually with FNAF, after a game was released, played and discussed, the next one are already being teased, and we are on non-stop cycle of waiting and playing in less than a year. But for this time period, the waiting cycle are longer than we expected. But in this bizarre situation, we've got our compensation with the release of Fazbear Fright series, a series that's supposed to only consist a series of 5 books. Now there's confirmed to be 9 of these. Although it's a welcoming change, we can't deny it changed very drastically for us. And as a reminder, both FNAF 1 and 2 are 6 years old by now. To put into perspective, a baby that was born in 2014 are now probably a 6-year-old fan of FNAF by now. Could you imagine that? Alright, so the franchise are getting older by now, but then what? The thing I want to say is, we should expect changes from now. We can't think we will be in the same situation over and over again. Over time, the franchise will change. The world is also keep changing, and from now on, you will be hearing the word nostalgia and good simple old days more often. Markiplier are about 30 by now. Macbeth is a 33 years old dad. Scott and his sons are also growing older. The franchise keep expanding with Steelwo and Illumix. Don't forget Blumhouse and Scholastic Book Publishing. We should expect newcomer to join the community every year. This year, personally for me, is quite an experience. I've encountered many corners of internet sharing their perspective of FNAF. I've seen people who are unfamiliar with FNAF reacting to FNAF. I've seen people who aren't a fan of FNAF discussing the movie in Letterboxd. I've also seen some comments from the Game Awards about FNAF, and it certainly does change my perspective on the series. Well, with that being said, we still got few more books and possibly few more movies and games before the series turn 10 years old. And by that, at least if FNAF movie turns into a trilogy, that the last installment we could expect release in 2026. We still have approximately 6 more years to create wonderful memories with this series. The first 6 years has already passed, and we are going for another 6 years of greatness. And I'm glad that this year doesn't have FNAF at all. Like, there's no new FNAF game title this year. I'm glad that because of that, I've got the experience to see FNAF from other people's perspective. I could watch people retrospect on the games. From that, I could reflect back to these 6 years, and so I could appreciate and love the franchise more. In the meantime, stay incognito.